Welcome back to another episode of the Youth Academy Career Mode here on FC24, where last episode our journey of the FA Cup came to an end after losing to Wolves at the Molyneux Stadium. Our goal was to play a Premier League side. Our goal really was to play a top 6 Premier League side like Arsenal, Liverpool, City, United, Tottenham, Chelsea, somebody like that. We did play Wolves, who were doing very good in the league at the time we played them, and we unfortunately then lost. It was actually very tight for a little bit until they scored that third goal and eventually just cruised on to win it. At the end of the episode, off of camera, I went ahead and promoted Bruno Galliano, 69 overall center back. He was a 68 CDM, changed from CDM to center back, came in now, and he is going to be our new starting center back. We also finally got the opportunity to promote Rafael Ramos, who has been 15 for what seems like the longest time ever. 66 overall. He comes into the team perfectly, and it's actually a perfect time for him because Santos is out for 3 months. He is out for pretty much the rest of the season. He'll come back for the last half and he might even play in the playoffs as well. And talking about playoffs, we currently sit 6th in the league with 26 games played. We are on 45 points. We are in fact only 5 points off a top 3 spot, and we have a game in hand against Salford City. We have 2 games in hand against Mansfield Town, so it's actually looking very good for Wakefield Juniors, and we could even try and fight for an automatic promotion spot. In today's episode, we have Bodo, Port Vale, Shrewsbury, Crewe Alexandria, and then we'll probably end up playing Port Vale, Shrewsbury, and then Cheltenham Town, who are currently top of the league. If I'm not mistaken, they should be top of the league. They are top of the league with 51 points. It's actually very tight towards the top here. We're going to go ahead and kick things off here, skipping past Berto, trying to get the win and hopefully continuing on this momentum. Give us a win. We lose 3-2. Wow. I know, I think I said I was going to go ahead and just allow Henry Robson to be sold if he didn't grow any from a center back to a left back conversion, and it's exactly what he doesn't do. He's already transfer listed. He's not happy at all, so any offers that do come in for him, we will just go ahead and sell him. Now we do have a scouting report to kick things off here, going over to Italy, in which we are getting absolutely nothing. Next up, going over to Qatar, in which is a bunch of players for a 4-star judgment and a 3-star experience or something like that. We are going to kick things off going from bottom to top. 72 overall, but his potential is awful. This guy's overall is awful. This guy is awful. 650k for Bahir Abdullah Rahman. We are going to go ahead and sign him just to see what he got about him, maybe giving us a little bit of extra wing support. Amid, we won't go ahead and sign him in. No, I don't think he'll be good enough. Neither will him. This guy does have great potential. Hazmas Kasim. We're going to go ahead and bring him up into there. And then last but not least is over to the Faroe Islands. Why does these guys have so many players? I mean, he's 5-star judgment. And most of these players are absolute straight garbage. But there's a lot of players for some reason. Not quite sure why. But we are just going to go ahead and just decline pretty much almost all of these besides this next guy coming up right here. Davio Olsen. We're going to go ahead and bring him in just to see if he is a better goalkeeper than obviously Baxter. We have just lost Navarette. He has been sold last episode, unfortunately, for 2.750 million over now to Wolfsburg, which is unfortunate, and I totally forgot about that. I absolutely totally forgot about that, and that last game was why we actually lost that game, because now Baxter is our starting goalkeeper. So we need a better goalkeeper than 59 overall, and that's exactly what we get with Davio Olsen. He's 63 overall, 6'4". His potential might not be the greatest, but it's exactly what we need. He's better than Baxter instantly, so he'll be coming into that starting 11 straight away. Now, as far as Kasim, he has low medium work rates. His defensive stats don't look that great compared to his more passing and dribbling here. I'm wondering if he's more of a... And Ramos is in the starting 11 for the injured Santos on at camp. And then Davio Olsen joins us here at goalkeeper. And that's exactly who we are going to go ahead and give a stat boost to if he can keep a clean sheet in the second half. It's going to be a lot harder to keep a clean sheet in the second half than it is the first half. So we are going to offer him a second half clean sheet for a stat boost in any of his goalkeeping attributes there. Let's see what the boys can do. Peters is now the captain, with Weston dropping out of the starting 11 over for Guyano as his technically debut for me playing with them. Let's see what the boys can do now away from home. There, it's just a little bit under hit. But Ramos will win the ball back now into Varela, into Price. Is he onside? He is. A quick start here for Wakefield Juniors. It's 1-0 as Price gets on the score sheet once again. Cross comes in. Garrity with the header. It lobs over the keeper, and Port Vale level things up here. It's 1-1. Soto on the corner. Guyana on the header. He made the mistake of not clearing the last one for Port Vale. He redeems himself here with his first goal for Wakefield Juniors. It's 2-1 right before halftime as well. Peters intercepts, but still doesn't really clear it. The cross comes in for Garrity, and it's 2-2. And Port Vale get an EA goal to level things up. It's 2-2 going into the break. Vieta into Soto. Soto down the flank here. Soto will cut in. Soto, still Soto, all Soto. Still Soto. He'll cut it back for Ramos. Off the post and off to the goalkeeper. Cleared up the field. It'll be a 2-2 draw. But that is a clean sheet in the second half for Mr. Olsen. He will get a goalkeeper stat boost. And was there a player on player of the match for us as well? I got to do better of just looking at that. There is not. It was their player, Garrity, who scored the 2 goals for them. That is honestly fair as heck. We get a 2-2 draw in our playoff race game against Port Vale. Positioning went from a 61 to a 62. So that was a +1 for him for that last game. Getting a clean sheet. We're taking now Shrewsbury, who are in a playoff race as well. And they're in a playoff spot as well. We are just outside of it. This is a must win. Cordoba's injury wasn't too serious. Only a 5-day injury. And thankfully, he can go ahead and be fit to play this game. We are going to go ahead and offer a stat boost for Ramos if he can go ahead and complete 2 assists or 1. No, let's say 1 assist. Yeah, 1 assist will improve his something with his passing vision, something like that for him. Into Udoa, the shot, and keeper has to do better there. Oh, the keeping on this game is so horrific. Now back out wide for Ramos. Ramos in for Soto. Soto in for Porter. Porter turns. Porter shoots. Porter scores and level things up here. It's 1-1. 20 minutes gone and we're back level here against Shrewsbury. Now in for Soto. Soto into Price. Price with a Trivella, and Price takes the lead for Wakefield Juniors. It's 2-1 for Wakefield with less than 45 minutes to go. Steal. Defensive work in the midfield. Price now on ball. Price into Ramos. Porter's making a run. We will find Porter. Touch. Shot. 3-1. I didn't even finesse that one, and he finessed it himself. And Wakefield Juniors are starting to run away with the game here. A 3-1 lead here against Shrewsbury. And possibly jumping straight back into a playoff spot here. Never mind. Weston says no. Cordoba clears it up the field. Burt even further. That is game over. That is hopefully us back into a playoff spot as well. A 3-1 win over Shrewsbury. A 2-2 draw over Port Vale. Now Crew Alexandria, a quick sim. And then also Cheltenham Town, who are currently top of the table as well. Player of the match goes to Porter, so +3 stats for him. +2 finishing and +1 attack positioning for Mr. Porter. Just slightly trying to improve his end game there and see what the boy can do on the left-hand side, because him and Burt, and he's actually almost getting dropped for Burt as well. Cheltenham Town have dropped off tremendously. They now sit 4th, not even in an automatic promotion spot. They are in a playoff spot. Bradford City do have a game in hand, so if they were to win this game, they would jump straight back into there. But that goes the same for us. We win this game in hand as well, as we are tied on points. We will jump into an automatic promotion spot. In fact, we will jump straight into 3rd with Grimsby Town and Salford City automatically going up as well. Now we are going to go ahead and offer to swap out Guyano's power shot plus play style, considering he's not a CDM anymore and he won't be taking any power shots anytime soon. We are going to offer to swap that out for aerial plus style if he can go ahead and win 5 headers in today's game here against against Cheltenham Town here at Wakefield. See what the boys in red can do against some boys in this. Varela on the ball at the interception from Porter. It's Varela. He looked to lay it off for Price. Price will take a touch away from the defender into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 for Wakefield. Soto now cuts back. Soto will lay it off for Ramos. Ramos will cut back himself. Ramos right before halftime doubles the lead. It's 2-0 for Wakefield. Porter won't win the header. Olsen will, though. Olsen quickly up now for Soto. Can he control it? He can. Martins is running. He will find Martins. Not Martins. It's Ramos. Ramos is in behind here. It's still Ramos. He'll sweat it over for Price. Touch, tap in. 3-0 for Wakefield. Cheltenham Town have a decent couple of chances with how many corners they've had. But we are still 3-0 up here. And Varela will come off for Vieira. Into Freestone. Freestone into Ramos. Ramos now on job. Ramos in for Price. Price might be on his way to man of the match here if he can score that one. It's 4-0 against Cheltenham Town. Price will most likely pick up man of the match. Guyano has won 5 headers, 4 aerial in the back, and then 1 header on a corner to try and score, which nearly went into the back of the net. But Price with, I think, a hat trick. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's a hat trick for Price. But I believe that might be a hat trick for Mr. Price. Ramos is up there as well. That's now 2 assists for Ramos, so he might even win man of the match as well. As Bonds is on the ball. Bonds now gets past Guyano, and the clean sheet is gone. It took him 92 minutes, but they get the job done finally after so many chances. Into Price, can't find him. Referee blows his whistle. That's game over. A 4-1 win. We break into a top 3 spot, an automatic promotion spot. It was a hat trick for Price. He will pick up man of the match. So that's +3 for Price. That's a play style plus swap out for Guyano. And that's a great episode here for Wakefield Juniors. And just to confirm that Price did in fact pick up man of the match, Ramos was right there as well with 1 goal and 2 assists as well. So he was involved in nearly every single goal in today's episode. But also as well on here, Guyano, you can see he does, it won't show it here, we'll show it here on shooting. He had 1 shot, which was the header in the corner, so that's a 1 header that he won. And then defending, you can see aerial, Guyano, you can see aerial duels won. He won 4 out of 7, so that's 4. That's actually only defending, but that's only defending, because you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Wait, what the hell? If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and leave a like, as we are sitting 3rd now, only 3 points behind Grimsby Town, who are top of the table. So not only could we fight for a playoff spot still, we could fight for our automatic promotion spot in which we are in now. We could even still fight for a league title to break into League 1. And honestly, I'm so fearful of actually getting into League 1, because it's going to be sooner rather than later that a majority of this team, big players, are going to come in. I don't expect Soto to stay here for after this season. Guyano for sure, he's surely leaving. Cordoba, he's surely leaving. Olsen, hopefully kind of keep on to him. Peters, I have a feeling, might be leaving as well. Ramos, maybe loan out Ramos. It's going to be a hell of a transfer window in the summer if we can manage to not keep on to these players. And we're going to have to trust on this youth academy to bring in even more good players as well. But if you did enjoy this episode, leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.